Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Minutes of Inspiration with Kalandra. Happy Saturday. How's it going today? I made a video a couple of days ago, and I was just saying how I was going to make an episode about something light, airy, and free for this week's episode. And I had another malfunction. I recorded the podcast this morning through the Riverside, like I normally do every week. I had this issue last week as well, where I had to come live and deliver the episode live because of a malfunction, and the same thing happened again today. But I was able to upload the audio version today, but the video was not there for some reason. So I am saying again, this must be what the Lord wants me to do. I must have to start coming live a little bit more. So I am here again to deliver this message to you live, this week's podcast live for this personal development Saturday. So, as I was saying, I'm a podcaster, but I also watch a lot of podcasts. Hello, Poetic Blitz. Good morning. But what I was saying is earlier in the week, I made a video about how I watch a lot of podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm also a podcaster. So I wanted to bring something light, airy, and free for this week's episode. So I was able to go ahead and deliver the the audio version, but not the video. So I'm here again, here again, delivering the video version live instead of just the recording because the Riverside was not working for me today. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. But the video that I made during the week, the short that I made, I was just saying that there's so much going on in the world, and I just felt like there was a need for something that was bright, something that was airy and free, and for us to not focus so much on all of the dark and negativity, even though it's still there and we can't escape it. I'm aware that it's our reality, but sometimes we want to focus on something that's bright. And hello, softball girl, thank you for joining, but we want to focus on something that's bright. So, the episode that I have for this week is Shine Your Light because the world needs the glow that you give. Shine your light because the world needs the glow that you give. And again, this is my second time. I am Kalandra Rodney. Thank you for asking that question. I am a podcaster. My podcast is right here on the YouTube channel. It's also on Apple and Spotify. I upload every other Saturday and every other Wednesday. And as I was saying, I uploaded the audio version this morning, but the video did not take. So here I am bringing you the video version live. Yes, so today's episode again is Shine Your Light because the world needs the glow only you can give. So I'm going to go ahead. I have a lot of notes. So I'm going to go ahead and get through my notes here with you guys. So, again, today's episode is about shining your light, not the kind of light that's perfect or polished, but the kind that's real, the kind that flickers, grows, and still manages to warm the people around you. So sometimes we hide our light. We hide our light because we've been told it's too much, it's too bright, it's not enough. But for whatever reason, sometimes we hide our light. So we have to learn not to hide our light, to just show up and be our authentic selves, whatever that may be. We're all different. So everybody has something that they can bring. We all have creativity. So whatever your creativity is, show up and shine that light as well. Again, I'm heavily on social media. I watch TikTok a lot. It is one of my favorite social media platforms. And I was saying earlier in the audio podcast, I was saying that on TikTok, you'll find so many different creatives. You'll find people who are advertising their books, which I also do that over here as well. You'll find people who are musicians who are on live just playing their guitar, playing their piano, whatever they are doing there with their music. You see a lot of that over there. I even saw a lady last week. I think she's a math teacher. She was online and she was showing her multiplication cards, and the people in the live were actually answering the multiplication card. So creativity is creativity. It doesn't matter what your form of creativity is. We all have something that we can show. So nothing is not good enough. We all have something to bring to the table. So again, this week's episode is about just shining your light, in such a dark, dark world. We want to be able to shine our light and bring light and love into the world. So, what does it mean to shine? What does it mean to shine? So, shine is a quality of brightness produced when light is reflected on something. A quality of brightness produced when light is reflected on something. So, what does it mean to shine your light? What does it mean to shine your light? So, again, it means to be authentically you, be your authentic self. When you are your authentic self, people that are interested in who you are, what you have to offer, they will gravitate to you. You are not going to be for everyone, and you have to understand that. I am not for everyone, and I'm aware of that. So you have to find people who are similar to you. The Bible says that iron sharpens iron. So you need to have people that can relate to you. When you have those type of people in your life, you find your person, and it's just a beautiful thing when you find your person. Again, I talked about creativity earlier. Nothing is too little, nothing is too big. Whatever gift of creativity the Lord has given you, use that creativity, and however um, unique it is, still use that. Nothing is not good enough. We all have something, whether you have one thing or several things, we all have something that is unique that we can bring. And then just be kind. Being kind is also a light that you're shining in this world today with so much darkness, because it's hard to see it now. A lot of people are selfish. A lot of people are looking to better themselves. And for someone to show kindness today, people automatically think like, why are you being kind? What are you trying to gain from this? They don't believe that you're authentically that way. And a lot of us are, you know what I'm saying? I can speak for myself because I am one of those people. So just by being kind, you are shining the light that you carry. I, again, am a woman of faith. I believe that when you are a woman or a man of faith, that the light of Christ shines within you. So that is the light that the people are always seeing anyway. So just shine the light that you have. So, what does it mean to shine your light? It just means to be authentic, to be creative, to be kind. And there are more, but those are the ones that I took down in my notes for this week. So, why we dim our light? Why we dim our light? So we dim our light a lot of times for because of fear of judgment. We dim our lights because of comparison. We dim our lights because of past failures. We also dim our lights because of self doubt. So thank you so much, Noah. I appreciate that compliment. So, fear of judgment. We all sometimes have a fear of judgment. Who wants to be judged, but in reality, regardless to who you are or what you do, you're going to be judged. Everyone has an opinion, and that's really just what it is that person's opinion. So even though fear of judgment is there, we can't let it stop us from doing whatever we are wanting to do. We can't let it stop us from shining our light. because we're going to be judged regardless. That's just a part of life. And the older you get, the more you realize that. Comparison, we can't compare ourselves because there are no two people that are alike. Am I American? Yes, I am American. We can't compare ourselves to anyone because there are no two people alike. We all have something valuable to bring. So yeah, we all have something valuable to bring. So comparison is a way that we will dim our lights, and we don't want to dim our light. The next thing is past failures. Again, we all have things that we failed at. To me, failure is a teacher because if you failed at something, you learn how to do it differently next time. um so yeah, you learn how to do it differently next time. So if you fail, it's just a teacher. You're not going to make that same mistake again. So we can't let failure or past failures dim our light. And then the last one again is self-doubt. We all deal with self-doubt. If you're human, you doubt yourself sometimes. We all do. But at the end of the day, we can't allow that to stop us from doing what we know that we want to do and what we may feel called to do. Okay, so the note I have here is you can't inspire anyone by pretending to be invisible. You can't inspire anyone by pretending to be invisible. You have to show up. You have to be you, regardless to what anybody else thinks. And the more you do that, the better you become. When I started this journey of podcasting and speaking and all of this was all new for me. I was not one that liked to be in front of the camera. I was not one that just liked to really get my message out. If you knew me personally, I was a more one on one person. And I still am more one on one, but the Lord is calling me and pulling me out to do what He really created me to do all along. Um, Honestly, I was just looking yesterday at some of my past lives, and I remember last year was when I started going live, and it's not all the time that I go live. Again, today I'm live because my Riverside, my recording app, was not working properly, so I had no other choice. So I'm live today out of force, out of push. I can't say I had no other choice because I could have decided not to deliver, but I love what I do, so I had to deliver. So it's pulling me out of comfortability, which is what I need, and it's what I'm going to have to do to get to the other side of what I'm really wanting to do and what God is calling me to do. But saying all that to say, years ago, 2022 was when I started this whole thing, and I was not live. I was just recording videos. And even to record videos was a lot of anxiety for me. It was a lot of, oh my God, what are the people going to say? All these things. The things that I'm talking about is things that I have experienced. I can only tell you about things that I've walked through. Again, your greatest teacher are things that you have surpassed. And that doesn't mean that I've surpassed it to like, oh, I don't get fear. I'm not shaky. No, I get all those things. But at the end of the day, the thing now is that regardless of how I feel, if I really want to deliver that, I'm going to deliver it regardless, with the fear, with the anxiety, with the second guessing, with the doubt, with all of that. And I just thank God for getting me to that and bringing me out. So if He did that for me, He can do that for you. So saying all that to say, yesterday I was looking back at some of my old lives when I first started. And in the beginning, I would tell you, just like I'm telling you now, how I felt, but I still did it. And I'm like, it's been a year and I'm growing. And the more you do something, the more you see yourself growing. And that is the thing, you look around 5 years from now, you probably won't even have the same amount of fear. But the whole moral of all of that is that regardless to the fear that you have, regardless to any of that, the self-doubt, the comparison, the judgment, if you really want what you want, go for it. Go for it. So again, you can't inspire anyone by pretending to be invisible. All right, so the journaling prompt that I have here is, what does shining your light look like for you? What does shining your light look like for you? Again, earlier I said to shine your light, you want to be authentic, you want to be creative, you want to be kind. Those are my things. You have to think about your own things. So, what does shining your light look like for you? Think about what that looks like in your life. And then 3 ways to shine daily. 3 ways to shine daily. So, number one, know your light. Know your light, meaning know your values, know your gifts, know your passions, know the light that you carry. Again, I mentioned that I am a woman of faith, so I believe that the light that I carry, which I know that the light that I carry is the light of Christ. So, whatever you are, I'm not here to push anything on anybody, but know your light, know your values, know your gifts, know your passions. Number two, protect your glow. Protect your glow, and you protect your glow by setting boundaries with self doubt and negativity. Um, you have to believe in yourself to do anything in life. You have to believe in yourself. So protect your glow, set boundaries, and release negativity. Release negativity. And number three is share your light. Share your light. And how you share your light is you lift others up. You share your light by lifting others up. And when you shine, you invite other people to shine. When you become your authentic self, you show who you are. You are a light that is drawing someone else closer to you to be like, wait, if she can do it, I can do it. You're lifting someone else up. You're sharing the light that you carry. So, 3 ways to shine daily. Number one, know your light. Number two, protect your glow. And number three, share your light. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. I am Kalandra. I am Minutes of Inspiration with Kalandra. I again bring my podcast here to YouTube every other Saturday and every other Wednesday. Normally, it is pre recorded, so you will watch it under the videos. Whenever things happen with my recording app, I may have to come and bring it live, and that's what I'm doing today. This same episode is on Apple and Spotify. It's going to be, of course, worded differently because it was not a live, but it's the same message. So if you want to get the full message, you can go to Apple or Spotify and just type in Minutes of Inspiration with Calandra. And there you can find the full message of what I just went over today. This is like a rundown of the full episode. Also, you can click the link tree in my bio here or wherever you watch or listen to me at, and you can find out all things about Minutes of Inspiration. I'm also a healing purpose coach. You can schedule a session by clicking the link tree in my bio as well. I'm also an author. And do I have my book near me? It's over there, but it is Faith Walk to Healing. It is Faith Walk to Healing. You can click the link in my bio right here and you'll be able to see the book. You can order Faith Walk to Healing on Amazon. It is a 44-day devotional, and it has just all types of uplifting, inspiring messages. It's scripture based, and it also has reflection questions at the end. So if you're needing something like that, just click the link in my bio, and then you can see Faith Walk to Healing. I also have a song suggestion for you guys. I always bring this to the episode. So the song suggestion that I have is it's titled High, High, and it's by Ledisi. So I always give a song with my episode when I can. So since this message is on shining your light, High is a song about just being high, being free, um, soaring, all of those type of things. It's a uplifting song. So check out High by Ledisi. And the scripture that I have is Matthew 5 and 16, and it is from the New King James Version. It says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. And that again is Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Since we are talking about shining your light today, shine your light because the world needs the glow that only you can bring. And it's talking about that right here in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Again, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven. All right, so my closing here is to shine doesn't mean to be flawless. It means showing up as you are with the cracks, your quirks, and your heart. Real light isn't sterile, it's messy, it's human, and it is alive. So show up as your authentic, creative, kind self today. Be quirky. It's okay to be quirky. Show up as you, and whoever needs to gravitate to that light will gravitate to that light. And remember that we all have a light to carry. So shine your light because the world needs the glow that only you can give. If this episode helped you reset your spirit, like, comment, and share this with someone who needs it. And again, click the link tree in my bio if you want to schedule a one-on-one healing purpose coaching session. Click the link tree if you want to join my Bible study group, which is Sister You Are Loved. And click the link tree if you want to order Faith Walk to Healing, which is my 44-day devotional. Thank you so much for tuning in to Minutes of Inspiration with Kalandra. And as always, know that you are loved, you are valuable, and your life is worth living. So go and shine your light today. Have an amazing weekend. Be blessed.